Good morning. Today our topic is pilot plant studies. Here the important part of pharmaceutical industry is main pilot plant. The pilot plant is a important part of pharmaceutical industry where the scale formula is transformed into laboratory to produce a product by developing and manufacturing processes. Here, the pilot plant is worked on by the five principles, that is 5M. That is nothing but money, material, man, method and machines. These are brought together for manufacturing of the products. To develop quality products, these 5M's are used. Okay. Then for research and development processings, the laboratory is the main key part, and here the laboratory plays an important role. Then after, the big amount of products will be produced in the pilot plants and in large scale production. In large scale of production process means industries like pharmaceutical industries, that's called as production. Here the three parts wise divided: laboratory, pilot plant and production. Okay, what is mean by scale up? It is the art of designing prototype using the data obtaining objectives. Okay, the scale up is a batches, dividing batches to produce a large amount of production. Production is nothing but material, okay, or chemicals or drugs. This that can be divided into batches types, that is called a scale up. And here some objectives of the scale up process, that is batch scale and procedure modification. Another one is reviewing the process equipments. And the main objectives of scale up process is close examination formula, checking new raw materials for specification and production rate with the requirements, and physical space layout which is related to the functions. And in the scale-up process, the requirements are two types, that is tertiary and reporting types. Reporting requirements are there, and also reports requirements are also be there in the scale-up process. In the scale-up process, the production of products can be calculated and evaluated. Okay, here some appropriate reports and records will be maintained by the good manufacturing process to produce the quality of material and quantitative material, quality material. They can follow some rules and regulations which will be presented in the records and reports. Okay, each and every step and each and every process will be recorded and reported in that work record. Okay, and then when we will move to the pilot plant studies. Here the pilot plant studies contain why will be the a drug or a chemical containing pilot plant studies means here to investigate that product, to investigate the process of production. Okay, means why will they do the pilot plant production means here we have to be investigate the product, what is the chemical history, what is the pharmacological history, what is the pharmacognosy of the drug it will be produced, what will be the therapeutic action of the drug. They all will be segregated into a record. So that's why the pilot plant studies are needed. And these pilot plant studies are designed in small scales because it is not possible to design in large scale production, so that's why we have to be used in a small scale production. The pilot plant used as a evaluating results monitoring quality, administration of actions, pre and post licensing inspection. These are all discussed. Okay. Here a small chart like structure is given. You can observe that first research and development will be, and then pilot plant scale, and here move to scale up process, and then large scale production. This is about the small cute introduction of pilot plant studies. When we move to the requirements, what are the requirements which are used in these pilot plant studies? The general requirements which used in the pilot plant studies, they are personal requirements, space requirements, reviewing of formula, raw materials, equipments, production rates, process evaluation, manufacturing, product stability, and GMP considerations. In personal requirements, we have to require some well-educated professors to maintain the drug quantity and to maintain the industrial purpose. So that's why we have to need a qualified, well-educated, experienced persons as a workers, and some persons have need to be with the computer knowledge. Okay, and then we'll move to the space requirements, second one. In these space requirements, we have to produce a space which is related to the storage area, working place, and administration area, and equipment space. These are the spaces which require for the particular processing or manufacturing of the products. Okay, and then reviewing of formula. How will be the review will give to that formula? When the formulation purpose, for each ingredient and contribution to final the product, a small scale laboratory will be used to understand the equipment and also production. And another one is raw materials. Here the raw materials will be two types, that is small scale production and large scale production. These are the main general requirements which used in pilot plant studies.